Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I am Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
We sound so good.
We got some new equipment, some new podcast equipment.
We're moving on up.
And, I mean, I would say our footprint, one-third at least.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
And we used to have this other thing with headphones that needed a plug, and now it just all...
We sound good.
Yeah.
I mean,
we look good.
After many years of some low lows.
Yeah.
We're riding high right now. We had a little tickle in our little teaser or some action in our email.
Oh, yes. Wow, I couldn't... I saw that come through. I'm like, if I didn't, know, a friend of a friend of a friend who this was...
Yeah.
It looks like spam, right? Like it was just a plain text email. What did it just say? Like, I want some stickers, please, or something.
I was like, you said something, and I was like, well, because I usually I see them, and I always think it's like
right. We usually get it. We're getting spammed.
I was like, oh, okay, spam. So and then you said something. I was like, I need to actually look.
I'm
at
like,
this.
hold on, let's sweet legit thing. Speaking of legit, Cerny hit some fancy golf. I hear
some fancy golf. Some true fancy golf.
Okay. I can't wait because we had that episode where Chip hits, where I went and played fancy golf and, living it up and being catered to. But I told Cerny, I don't want to know about it, but it sounds like a whole nother level.
It was, I wasn't used to it. I was lost. I clearly didn't belong.
Now, was it, the experience, was it not lost on you, but did you sort of warm up to...
Yeah.
Could you see yourself rising?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I could get used to this.
You can get used to this. Okay. So give us the deets.
So, yeah, it's part of my job. We deal with store chains and whatnot. So this store chain, Nugget. It's a local chain.
Is it a California?
Yeah.
Only or?
Yeah, and I think it's Northern California.
Mostly Northern California. And I would say it's like a Whole Foods competitor.
Yeah,
probably like not a natural grocer, but like
they tend to push organics and things. Yes, they had a golf tournament to kind of like give the appreciation of employees, and the vendors come out and stuff like that. So technically, we're a vendor.
Yeah.
So as part of my job is I do order forecasting and stuff like that, and that's one of the chains that I.
It's your day job.
Yeah,
9 to 5.
My 9 to 5.
As much money as a podcast brings in, Chip and Cern still need to get the old direct deposit in every 2 weeks.
So we have an account rep who kind of calls on them. We call and they set up promotions, and they really he does a lot of the relationships, and he when there's store issues, you usually go to him, and you kind of.
So he's like I work in the tech. He's sort of like your customer service manager.
He is, yes.
So anyway.
So when you see stuff that's on sale, generally like there's an account guy that says, hey, I want to run this for this many weeks at this price, and here's your margins, and stuff like that. So he says, hey, let's go down, and I want to take you down there since you do the order. I want to meet you and whatnot.
So how many times a week are you talking with this person usually?
He's in my office. He's in my office. I see him every day.
Oh, he sits in your office.
Yeah, he sits.
And he controls all the nuggets.
He's the account. He's our guy, but he calls on nuggets. So he does.
So he manages the relationships with all the nuggets.
All the nuggets.
Okay, gotcha.
He has more than one. He has Wincos, and he has.
Okay.
He does.
He's like the relationship manager, essentially. Okay.
We call him account managers. He's in charge of the account. So I want you to meet you and stuff. And I said, okay. So he said, I want you to drive. So pick me up, and we'll drive down there. And it was in Napa, over here at the Silverado Golf Course. So it's a nice golf course.
Yeah.
So
is it one of these places like on driving up? There's like a gate or something that you go through, and you're like, oh.
So we pull up, and it's like this
castle.
Yeah, like a
thing?
mansion.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. And he's like, okay, just park over here. So we park and we'll walk up. So we have our bags and we're walking up, and there's a guy that's sitting up there, like he has like a podium thing. He's like, oh, what's your
like
name?
a valet looking
yeah, like
person.
a valet guy.
Yeah.
He's like, what's your names? So we give him names.
Yeah.
So he looks us on this paper and he like checks us off.
Oh.
So I was carrying my bags. So, what are you doing? Just leave your bag here. And I said, what? He's like, leave your bag here, and he like takes a sticker off and he marks it. So and they put it on this cart, like a little gator,
Oh yeah.
And it was driving it over to people's, in where their carts were, and was loading it up for them. I was like,
wow.
oh wow.
This is a high touch.
Yeah,
a high touch.
So right in the first thing I got was this big mansion.
Yeah.
And then there's this car that's parked up in the front, and the guy I was with was like, "What kind of car is this?" I don't even know what kind of car.
Now, is it like sort of on display, or is it just?
It's in a parking space in the front. I mean, there's no car around it, but it's in a parking space in the front.
Like the biggest dick valet spot you could have. Okay.
Yeah. And I looked and I was like, "Holy shit, this is a Maybach." And the guy's like, "The hell's that?" I was like,
"Oh, well, there's a reason why." Excuse me, layman. There's a reason why you haven't heard of Maybach before.
We were like, I was looking in the window. I was scared to touch it.
Oh yeah. So
I was like, oh,
what? I have some Maybachs pulled up, and I guess Mercedes owns that brand.
Yes.
It's like, Mercedes, BMW, Audi. Those are called like luxury vehicles, right?
Yes.
This is like called hyper luxury or ultra luxury vehicle. So would you say what year did it have the Mercedes logo, or did it have the Maybach?
The Maybach. Maybach, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. This is like a car that fucking Bruce Wayne would be driving.
Yes.
Or not? No, he would be driven in.
Alfred
would be driving it. Okay, so 2012. So 6 years old.
Yes.
Do you think he had the Maybach 57 with the V12 5.5 liter, or did he have the 62?
Let me see. Let me see the star. I'll tell you right now.
Let me see.
I remember it very vividly. Yep, that's it right there.
It looks like a chauffeur. I mean, you're definitely getting driven around this car. You're not.
Yeah. Oh,
if you own it, you're not driving it.
Because I was telling
someone's driving you.
Look at how long. I mean, the back was long.
Oh.
And you look and it's like there's all like
tons of space.
Tons of space.
Okay. So the 2012 Maybach 57, the sticker on that is 375,000 to 415,000.
Oh, I saw that, and I knew. I was like, I almost had like a pit in my stomach. I was like, we're at a fucking castle, and there's a Maybach, parked up front. I was like,
you knew you were in for trouble.
Oh shit! And they're checking their bags, and I'm not swinging. Well, I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So then so we go and we check in.
So you knew this was going to be a high luxury sort of treat event for yourself.
Yes. So we go and we check in, and they give us a coupon to go to the Taylor Matthews bus. Oh. You get to pick out clothes and stuff. I was like, oh, this is sweet.
So they want you outfitted with new.
Yes.
You can't be looking like a fucking schmuck.
They mailed you you pick it out and they'll mail it to you, kind of thing. They just said, this is just hey, you're participating.
Just to thank you.
Yes. So, and then they had like a table that was 15 foot long, full of snacks and stuff. And they say, just go for it and grab what you want. I was like, well, this is kind of nice. This is sweet. So, load up a bag and whatnot. So,
just snacks to have on the course, or just to take back. Well, thank you, like a goodie, goodie.
You can eat them there. Okay. You can eat it. I thought they were for the course.
Okay.
And the guys that I was with us said, nah. No. And every other hole they have food.
Every other hole.
Every other hole they had ice cream, popsicles, sausages, oysters. I mean,
oysters.
Oysters. Barbecued oysters.
Doing caviar bumps.
But
bong rips on the 9th.
Bloody Mary station right at the beginning, which I had one, of course. I mean,
were they probably pretty tasty?
They were really tasty. They had like a bartender going.
So what time did you get there?
We got there at 10:30 because tee-off wasn't until 12:30.
And so picking your clothes out, filling your goodie bag up, how long did all this stuff take?
That was about an hour and a half because you get stopped and you're like, oh, this is so-and-so and he does this.
A lot of palm pressing, as Joe calls it.
Yeah.
A lot of palm pressing.
A lot of palm pressing. Hey, And I met the owner of Nugget. He's a real good guy. Really good guy.
Yeah.
All smiles.
We certainly will not be, throwing shade his way.
No.
So this, like, the clubhouse, I assume this place is like, it's $20,000 a year for membership. Like,
sure.
is just the decor and everything just the
and
tits?
they were getting ready for the Safeway Open.
Like a
like
pro
they
tour.
had they had a viewing booth at one of the holes. Like it's like that plexiglass, like where you see the ball.
Oh wow!
They're building like a stage and all sorts of stuff.
The Safeway Open is the PGA Tour. The prize $6.2 million. Oh.
One of the golfers, golf announcers, something Miller. Like they told me his house is on this. On
the course.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm pulling it up right now. Oh, it's a resort spa. Looks pretty nice. Sorry, go ahead.
So we're getting there, and then so it's a scramble kind of best ball. So you're with a team of 4.
Okay.
Kind of like we played ours. You hit it best ball.
Yeah.
So now I'm starting to get nervous. I was like, fuck, I really don't belong here. But then the guy I'm playing with, he golfs every Sunday.
Okay.
And
you knew you were in trouble there.
I knew I was in trouble. And then the people we were teamed up with, they were really nice. They're really good guys. But they were talking about playing like the Pro-Am tourney and playing scratch golf. Oh. I haven't touched 80 in over a month. I'm shooting really well, and I was like, I just thought, fuck.
You're like on the front nine or the back?
I thought, oh fuck, here we go. I'm gonna come out here with my slap dickery, and they're talking about shooting, not even touching 80.
And just to put it in context, Joe was just texting us that he has honed his game in, right? To like around 80?
Around 80.
82, 83?
Yeah.
And he said he's feeling really good about it.
And they haven't touched it.
And they haven't even sniffed that in a while.
They were talking about they were consistently shooting 72. I was like, fuck. And us, we were shooting around 120.
Oof, on a good day.
I don't know. So just to give you some perspective, we'd par a hole, and they'd be like, fuck. I was like,
now, did they have the rules that was you have to take one person's?
No, it was just best ball.
God. No offense, Tourney, you lucked out on that one.
I was like, do you have to take? They're like, no, it's just best ball. I was like, oh. I said,
would they tee off and you're just like, no, I'll just hit where you got. I'll just go on down there.
Now, I did have a personal win. I only lost one ball.
Wow.
One ball.
Now, when we go to your golf tournament, they have balls and all this stuff. Do they have all that?
Yeah, they had balls. They had like the Nugget 33 annual or 33 years or whatever is stamped on the balls. It was kind of nice personalized.
Damn.
They gave us hats too. These gray hats I should have worn.
Oh.
It was pretty. They were pretty nice.
So lots of goodies, freebies, and giveaways.
Yes, it was nice. Now when we went to tee off, they started us on this hole, and each hole has like a little saying for all the companies that
okay.
little jabs.
Oh, okay, just some fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like so we just recently at our work had like asking a voluntary retirement package for a lot of people.
Yes.
So their sign this year was Bimbo Bakeries, quote, forces half the company to retire to pay for our boss's salary. Which we took pictures and then sent it to him. Like, hey,
that's
check
great.
this, and he was fine. So
wow, they know all the fucking deets of everything, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What other? I mean, if you want to say, like, what other like brands were there?
So
I mean, there's like Pepsi, Coke, like all
Coke,
these kind. Okay.
They were there. There's a lot of other brands like Super Value, which you wouldn't unless you see them. They had like I think Joe's company, Southern Wine. Okay. Their guys were there.
Oh, I could see lots of liquor and
there
wine.
There was lots of liquor companies were
like
there.
Dairy, milk, and cheese. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So whatever the
it's like everything in the grocery store, whatever those 20 main brands that sort of roll up. All those people were there. Gotcha.
So we were there, And I knew when they were talking about they haven't sniffed 80, I was like,
oh boy.
Fuck. I heard that, and it was just like, you get that pit in your stomach.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to embarrass myself and everybody. I was thinking in my head, well, this was a good one and done.
Yeah.
They're not going to ask me to come back. Now, while we're waiting, they line up all the carts. And there was these ladies behind us. I think they work for like a whiskey company.
Yeah, Bullet or something or whatever.
It's something. I forget. But they were telling me that they watched a YouTube video on how to play golf before this, and I was like, God, I kind of want to go in their cart.
I'm sure they had fun. But
they were having a blast because they were behind us. You can hear them laughing, and
Oh my God, I can't.
Now there was an incident where we were halfway down the fairway.
Oh.
And they decided to tee off. But, I mean, they hadn't hit the ball off the ground.
But they ran into one?
They ran into one, and it landed probably 2 feet behind my back. Now, I wasn't... They said 4, and I remember looking over at him and going, yeah, right. Kind of thing, because I've been watching him. And then all of a sudden I heard thud, and I was like, oh, my God. Now, I was just standing there, so it wasn't a big deal. But the guy who I was playing with was lining up his shot. And he was like, he had to stop. And it was like one of those. Oh. He was cool, and
he was irritated.
Yeah, he was like, he was agitated, and I just said, I think she surprised herself. He's like, yeah. I mean, he was pretty cool. Like, he was pretty cool with me sucking. I think I'm sure he's seen it before. But
I mean, I would feel I would feel really bad if especially if everyone else is.
Oh yeah.
Like if I went on a bike ride and everyone's faster than you and you're like the guy that they're always like waiting for at the stop sign, like, sorry guys, I'm bad,
So they made me go second. So they had this one guy hit first and then made me go second just in case I ran into one kind of thing, and then they would have the two clean up, the closers come in there and close the deal for us.
And do they have like the sickest fucking bags and
they're hitting blades?
Oh,
blades. Now we're looking over at the blades. Yeah. So
are those good? Do you think Cern and I could afford to hit blades?
Not blades.
No.
We
need like a.
It's like the irons.
Like a squash. Like a squash thing.
So they're irons, but instead of ours have a little cup on the end of it, theirs is just flat.
Like old school.
Old school. They hit him. He says they're accurate, but you can't miss. You can't miss. There's no room for error. Yeah.
Oh yeah. My wife said we have to have actual skill. Now, Cerny, what would you guesstimate, or I don't know if you know, how much is a round? Here?
I have no idea. I don't even have a guess.
It is for the time frame which you played. Apparently, there's 2 courses.
Yes,
there's
north and south.
North and south, and you played the south.
South,
because the other one apparently is closed. 185 a round.
Wow.
That's expensive, but like, didn't Joe say that Pebble Beach is $400 or $500 or something?
I don't know. Yeah, he said something, but it was.
But it's not, Wood Creek Oaks where it's 32 or whatever.
This one was the greens were they're measuring like if you have a 2 foot head to the right, and if you hit it medium speed, it'll probably break, and you'll I'm like, oh my God.
So you had fun though.
Oh yeah, it was a blast. The food. So like the first hole we got to had no food, but then the second one we went to had ice cream. So I was like you want ice cream?
I guess it is noon.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, it was actually like the fruit popsicle. It was like,
yeah.
I was like, okay. And then the next one we went to had like those chicken sausages, like the jalapeno ones. Yeah. So I was like, sure.
Like in a hot dog, or just like kind of sampled?
It was in a hot dog. And they cut it in half. They say if you want a full one, but the guy's like, just take the half. We're gonna be eating all day. I was like, okay, so because he'd done this.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So.
I mean, if you're eating 9 different times, you would be.
Plus, they give you lunch. Like they give you this thing called a burger dog. So it's basically a hamburger, but it's cut like a hot dog, and they put it on a bun.
Oh.
It was actually
probably a little easier to eat.
It was nice to eat. It was not. I was like, oh, this is kind of good.
So. You had Bloody Marys before?
Yeah, I had one because I didn't want
to have beer and stuff hanging around too.
Yeah, you can go get a beer. You can go now. You had to buy your beer. Or something like that, but they had beer and stuff. I was a little nervous, so I didn't want to. I had one. The guy we were playing with, he had like 2 ice chests full of beer, like he was drinking them. Like he was
the
doing
guy
good.
that you drove with.
No. The other cart.
Oh, okay.
So the guys we were playing with, he's like, I got two. You want a beer? I was like, yeah, I had one. But
yeah.
I didn't want to already shitty enough.
Yeah, you don't need
getting sloppy.
Yeah.
On it anyway. So I had I had that. I think I had actually at the end of the night we had dinner.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll get the one guy, he bought me like a drink or something earlier.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll get you a drink. So I got him. He's like, I'll take a glass of red wine. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to get a beer then since everyone's having wine.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really want wine. Gin and tonic.
Ooh.
Dusted it off.
Nice.
Made it come
Bombay
back.
Sapphire?
Absolutely.
With lime?
Yep.
Was it tasty?
It was tasty. I was like, oh, I've missed you.
Okay, so you had sausages, ice cream.
And then there was they would have sandwiches, like deli sandwiches. I didn't have that because I was like, I just ate, and they're like, you want a sandwich? I was like, no, fuck, man. I just had a burger dog, and then it was like,
Jesus.
Sandwich, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna skip a sandwich. And then they had like these.
So this isn't like they're giving you one of those shitty little bags of potato chips to snack off.
No,
this is like luxury.
They're cooking out there. They had like the thing. They're like cooking them
at the hole.
At the hole, they had like a propane or something going on. I was like, holy shit.
Jesus.
They had one. They were actually good. It was like these. They were like a little Indian food. It was like
like a samosa.
Yes.
Okay.
But they had like a vegetarian one, and they had like a spicy chicken one. So I had spicy chicken.
Yeah.
And it was spicy, but it was good. I was like, wow. It's like, you want another one? I was
so
like,
there's like
nah.
potatoes in there and some chicken, and it's like almost like a pastry wrapper,
Yes,
sort of deep fried. Yeah, it's samosa.
So then they had like every hole they had like a bucket of drinks, like Armor water or whatever that stuff is.
Like Gatorade type stuff.
Gatorades. They had sodas. They had iced coffees. They had like a whole bunch. I was like,
Jesus.
It was. I was like, I was like taking one. Like, yeah, no, here. You're like, because they have to like.
They have to get rid of them.
Yeah,
because
right? Then they have to. It's like, I don't want to load this up at the end of the day, so just start taking them, right? So like, oh, sweet. So
wow.
you have all these drinks.
And so your bag must weigh fucking 200 pounds at the end of the day.
It did. It was
sloshing around.
It was nice. And I only lost one ball, which was a personal win.
Wow. That's pretty good.
It was.
Now, did you feel a lot more like when you would hit it in the fucking bush, you like went to look for it? Because
they like the guy I was playing with, he hit one in kind of like on the fringe.
Yeah.
And we couldn't find it. And he
got super pissed.
Yeah. He was like, that's a fucking Pro V1. That's a $5 ball. We're not leaving until I find it. And I was like, okay.
Like I got some red balls from like 2 years ago.
I got some floater balls.
Yeah,
I know. Nope.
This one.
I got a
says driving range
ball.
It's cool because it glows in the dark too, and it says range on it. So if you lose it, no big deal.
No, we had to find it, which we did. If it wasn't that far out, it was just one of those like hit a spot where you just couldn't see it.
Any foot wedge or any of this?
No,
I mean for you personally, or do you think they would look down on you?
They were looking down. They looked down because I hit one in the sand. So, and I put my club in the sand. That's a, and I was like, oops, sorry.
Oh no! You're not allowed to put it in the sand.
No,
you just have to hit
straight
away.
See, I didn't know that.
In the sand pit?
Yeah, in the sand pit.
I know you can't like go off to the side and like hit sand up, but I thought you could put it to like get your shit.
Yeah, no.
Man, I didn't know the sand.
That's a stroke. We're just gonna ignore that, but that's a stroke. And I was like,
I didn't know the sand pit had so many rules in it.
Sand pit.
Sandbox.
Joe's here. You said.
And how was your putting?
Horrible.
How was your short? What was the best part of your
chipping? Like a chip.
How's the driving?
As always.
Even without the Joe demons in your head, or
actually, it got a little better at the end. Actually, I was hitting him. Yeah, he was kind of helping me out. He's like, "You're pulling your head." He was giving me his tips, which they started helping. The more I sucked, and it was just
they started feeling bad for you.
Yeah.
This poor sucker.
Like I hit a chip, and it was the best chip. I'm like, well, look who decided to contribute to the team. I was like, oh
fuck
man.
you guys.
I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Did they play your ball ever?
A couple times. On the chips. I was like, okay, here we go.
That feels nice. That's always good.
They had a good one I didn't think about. Those ones that are kind of like on the fringe where it's like
Where you're always putting?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to chip it. And it was kind of far away to putt it.
Yeah.
So he's like, get your 6-iron and putt it with your 6-iron.
Oh, it's a little more flush.
And it'll jump. And I was like, never thought. He's like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And he did it. And it was like fucking like 2 feet from the hole. I was like, fuck.
Wow.
There were some tips. There were some pro tips. But
you're like, hold on. Let me jot this down. So the golf carts, did they have the GPS and the thing in there?
No, but they had their own like.
Oh, do they had their sniper scopes and everything?
No, they didn't even use the scope. I thought they were going to use the scope. They had like this GPS. Like I downloaded the course last night, so they were like, they both the guy I was with had one, and then
like a handheld.
Yeah.
Or was there an app on the phone?
It was a handheld one. So he would walk up and he'd like look at it and he'd go, and I don't know what he was doing. He's like, okay, we're like, first he would say like 72 from the front and like 84 to the middle, and I was looking at it going. I didn't say anything. But I was like, 70 or 72. I was like, this is a strike. There's no way I can make my pitching wedge. I'm like, what the fuck? So then they get their 7-irons out. I was like, I thought we were. I told him. I was like,
did you say
72? He goes, yeah, but obviously we're not 72. It's 172. I was like, oh, sorry.
I mean, why wouldn't he? Is he really saving that much breath with the saving the one?
I don't know. I was confused. I mean, I was like sitting there like staring at it, going,
"You should."
I suck, but I'm strong. Like they're all older than me. I was like, I'm strong. I'm way stronger than you. I could fucking. There's no fucking way. If I even hit it clean, there's no way I can make it with my pitching wedge.
You should have got it there with your lob wedge and just fucking skied it. And it just is like, you're like, man, I thought you said 72.
So there was one where he hit into the pit.
Yeah, into the sand pit.
And I said, do you need some sunscreen? Right?
Oh,
I
you started heckling.
Yeah,
okay.
I was being heckled. I mean,
yeah,
I got one nugget. And I was like,
yeah.
You need some sunscreen? And he like looked at me and he kind of chuckled. He's like, I guess. Where are you gonna hit? And I was like, no. Okay.
Cool.
All right, fine. I'll give it back to you.
So what did you shoot on the day? What'd you say?
Overall, I think we were 2 under. Like, because best ball 2 under. They were completely,
Yeah.
We should be shooting like a 68. I was like, sorry.
Can't help you there.
Pars don't win best ball tourneys. And I was like, well.
What do we shoot at your tournament, which is coming up here
I think
next
we were
month?
like 1 over, weren't we? We weren't bad.
Yeah.
We weren't.
But we're riding Joe for
Yeah,
sure.
we were
Or Dana will get like a hot streak for a little bit.
Yeah, I know. He'd catch fire and then he'd get cold. And we just stayed cold.
So you were just consistent. You had fun.
Yes.
Was it hot out there?
No. It was
Napa.
perfect.
It's
it was like
pretty
75.
nice. Oh, okay.
I think it was like perfect. I was like, oh, this is best. It was right when we hit that cool streak. It was right at the beginning of that cool streak.
Nice.
I was like, oh, this is nice.
Okay, so you finished golfing, and then did someone like fucking shine your shoes up or anything? Or
well, we finished up. They said, all right, guys, put your stuff away. Are you guys going to come to dinner? And I'm like, and it was like 6:30.
Damn, and you got a 2-hour drive home.
Yeah, but it was on a Friday too. So we looked at the traffic and it was all deadlocked because we have to go home. So I was like, fuck it, let's go to dinner.
Yeah.
And they had a spread. I mean, they had like
free dinner.
and they had like a taco bar if you wanted it. They had like this whole like shrimp thing going on, which I helped myself to.
Yeah.
It was some good. There was some good food, and they had like a raffle. They raffled off a bunch of.
Did you get it? Did you get it on the raffle?
Yeah, and I lost, but that's okay.
Sorry.
There was some. I tried to get. They had the site the
rangefinder. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm putting my ticket in that. So I was like,
so you would buy 20 tickets, and then you would drop your ticket in of what you wanted.
Yeah, what you wanted.
That's pretty cool.
They took it out, and then but I didn't get that. I was like, damn it.
They had some cool stuff just donated.
Yeah,
iPads,
they had some sweet. They had I think they had like a Yeti style cooler you can get full of stuff. They had a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, it was a smorgasbord of just cool shit. I was like, wow. iPad Pro.
Wow.
I think they may have an iPhone too.
So what time did that shit get all fucking done with?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. It was like...
I mean, you probably didn't get home till like 10 or 11 at least, right?
It was late.
And then where the person you drove with?
So we met, so I dropped him off at his car. We met at like a parking lot and...
Would he get all fucked up?
No, he had a few drinks. He's... I can see why he was smooth with. I mean, he's smooth with everybody.
Okay, yeah.
And,
you don't want to be. You can't get sideways at these work type things.
No, I mean there was people there that were getting sideways, but they worked. There was like
right.
And it was funny because there was like the head guy and then like his number 2 or 3 or whatever he was. He was there. So and I think they had rented rooms because they were getting saucy.
Oh.
So this one guy was kind of saucy. He was like, "All right, hold on." So he walks over and talks to the guy. And he comes back. And he's like, "Just so everybody knows, there's gonna be an after party at so and so's room, and his room is." And he was like, "No." Oh. It was like, "Too late. Everyone show up." And I have a feeling there were some sauce people that were showing up.
Oh. The rooms look like they were $400 or $500 each.
Oh, maybe
not cheap. So you made it home. All good.
All night. It was all good. It was
wow.
a bunch of shit. Brought it all in. Got it shook down.
Of course. Yeah.
What? And I started doing all the drinks and shit.
Nice.
Ginger ales and stuff I had in the bag.
Well, do you feel that this tourney set you up for success for your company's tournament here in, a month?
Oh, maybe. I think so. Maybe not my driving, but I was practicing in the backyard with some golf wiffle balls.
Oh.
Just try to straighten up a little bit.
Yeah. I wonder like if we bought like a 3-pack of lessons, would that like at least sort of get the snakes out of our head?
I'm looking over. No.
We would get more snakes in our head.
Might need 3-year lessons.
So it's so broke, it's unfixable, is what I hear. Don't even try to fix it. It's so broke, it ain't fixable.
Like the guy was saying, he's like, it was just like little shit. He's like, you're pulling your head. That's why you're doing that. You pull like because it's like the baseball. Like as soon as I swing, he's like, as soon as you get to one point, then you go into clearly a baseball swing because like your arm collapses in like you're and then you start pulling. I was like, oh fuck.
Well, that when that summer after high school when we were playing at least once a week or like or maybe 3 times a week, we like got okay, right?
Decent.
It's just like a consistency thing, I think.
Yeah. Like look at Joe. I think he golfs once a week at least.
I don't know, man. He golfs a lot. That Joe.
He's got his retirement.
We're
gonna put it on blast about the paintball text. Did you see that?
Wait. He said he was doing paintball?
He was playing a paintball game and he was talking about, man, I don't remember it being this rough. I was like, what the fuck? I saw paintball. I was like, it's like he tries remember our minds were blown. He's talking about a fucking bowling tourney.
Yeah.
And then he's like cornhole tourney. And I was like, okay. And he's talking about paintball. I was like, is he going for the full gambit?
He is. Oh, Joe. God bless him.
Yes. He has fun.
Well, there will either be a pre or a post Cern's golf, maybe both golf tourney episode coming up. I think we've had the most golf recap episodes we've ever had this year on the Chip and Cern show.
I think I played the most golf this year since we played.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Did you wear the Chip and Cern show lid?
Actually, I didn't have a hat.
Ooh.
I didn't wear a hat that day. I don't know. Maybe No, I didn't.
It's okay.
They gave us 2 free hats. So
if you wanted to buy one, where would you go?
chipandcernshow@gmail.com. chipandcernshow.com/shop.
Hey, we know people do listen because apparently somebody, they didn't go to the website to buy it, but they knew that the merchandise was available. Stickers, hats.
I think we're having a Black Friday sale.
Still. And one of these will actually hit on Black Friday. It'd be perfect.
It's discouraging. I was listening to Adam Carolla's podcast.
Yeah.
And he's talking about his son had just started a podcast about fantasy or whatever, fantasy sports or whatever.
Oh, like the Fortnite and stuff on Twitch and the esports?
No, fantasy like
like a fantasy football. Okay.
So he just started it. And I think he said the first episode was out and he got 15,000 downloads. I was like,
we've been doing this shit for 3 years and we got 15,000
collectively.
Oh, that's he has a name for himself, I guess.
He had a good launching point.
Yeah.
Wasn't the ground.
Yeah, that's true. Wasn't out of a coffin. Wasn't 6 feet out of the ground. Anyway, well, Cern, that sounds like quite the...
It was fun in the end, but I knew I was fucked when they was talking about playing the program.
Now, do you think it would have been if it was the regular crew that we would have hit? It would obviously have been more fun, but was it also kind of nice, trying to be more serious, or like with these really good players, or you would rather
help
just...
my game, but I don't know. I think it's more fun to, because it was just a lot of, I felt like pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Like every swing I was like, and
it's
in my head, I'm like, the times I hit well is when they weren't looking. They were talking, and I walked up and I smacked it like, what the I know I am.
You're a head case, Tourney.
I do not have ice water in my veins.
No.
Lukewarm water.
So, yeah, because I do that too, where you think, oh, they're going to get home, or they're going to be driving back like, oh, that fucking idiot that we were with. I can't
believe they brought that fucking slap dick hog.
Yeah, I know. Well.
Oh, you know what they were giving away too? Cigars.
Ooh. Yeah. Cubans?
I don't know. I sent a picture to Joe.
Did you roast one?
No, I grabbed some and I texted to Joe. Said, hey.
Oh, nice.
I got you something.
There's a vice Joe won't pass on.
Oh, he's like,
there's no vice.
Oh, sweet. And then he's kind of bitter. He's like, I've never been invited to that thing. I was like, that's my first year, Joe.
Well, no comment. No comment, Joe.
But yeah, he's like, this guy was like, here's a cigar. And I was like, oh, sweet. And he's like, I don't want to keep walking around. You want some more? I was like, sure. So he gave me 2 more. I was like, oh, I got 3 cigars. What guy I was with, he lit it up. He's like, I'm gonna see it because he grabbed a few too, and he said like on Saturdays, like he'll play poker with his buddies and they'll smoke cigars or some shit like that. He's like, I just want to see how they are. He's like, oh, these are good. And I was like, oh, Joe, I love it.
Like, do you just have a box I can take home with me? Thanks. Nice, man. That was quite the.
It was quite
swag-filled day for you.
I know. I was like, wow, I've never been treated like this. I can get used to this.
Do they like what other events are you guys putting on? Do they have like casino night or anything like that you can get into?
Apparently these companies do this, like, because I was telling this guy at work, and he does planning for Rayleigh's. He's like, oh yeah, I did the one at Rayleigh's. It was in like Tahoe or something. I was like, he's like, oh yeah, those are great. I was like,
you need to get into these.
I know. I was like, oh,
you need to like, this needs to be a regular thing for you.
Yeah, I'll just
a couple times a year. Yeah,
come back and we'll come to one of these years to come to our tourney, and I'll be upstaging Joe. No.
Oh no, probably not. Well, sounds like a hoot, Cerny.
It was a hoot.
Nice. Well, we have to prepare mentally. There will be little to no physical preparation for the Cerny's golf.
It'll be like podcast preparation, which would be a scramble minutes before we go live.
Did I bring my driver? Oh well.
Yeah. Joe, you got a driver, right?
All right.
Can I use this?
Snap it off at the head. Anyway, well, stay tuned for the Cern golf tourney.
Company golf tourney.
Yeah, that will be exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
We are in. I already submitted our name. 4 left.
4 left. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.